Oh hi, I didn't see you there. Welcome back to Greg's Gruns. Today I'm shooting my M14 again, the EBR, and you notice a couple of things have changed on it. I'll go over those changes in a second here, but I wasn't getting the groups that I wanted to out of it. You EBR and M14 owners know that these guns, they can be made to shoot better, but it's a journey. It's always a journey with these M14s to get them to shoot nice. So I just shot a couple groups that we should probably go check out, and then I'll tell you what all I changed in order to get some better accuracy out of the old EBR. So stay tuned for that, and yeah. Okay, so no surprises here. The old EBR likes match ammo. This is S&B, I think it's 163 grain match. And I know it's only a 5-shot group, but I would say that's getting close to an inch. You mathematicians out there can tell me exactly what it is. I'd say it's a little over an inch, maybe like 1.3 or 1.4, something like that. And then we have this, which is gold medal match, and that's a little bigger. I'd say, maybe 1.5 inches to 2 inches, something like that. So, not the best, but this group is hopeful. I like this group a lot. This is a group with grind hard 147 grain stuff. You got a decent group and then one flyer, and then this taped up group is some Swiss 147 grain ball ammo. So it doesn't really like the ball ammo very much. Obviously it likes the match ammo, but especially this group, I've heard that this particular S&B match ammo, it likes the M14 likes the best. So I'm gonna continue to shoot that and see how it goes. But this is acceptable. I like this quite a bit. This video is brought to you by Greg's Grips. This is definitely an American-made 1911 with actually American-made Carlo Walnut Double Diamond grips made by yours truly. Available at gregsgrips.com. Also, Hudson H9 or Daniel Defense H9 grips are available too if you have one of those and you want to beautify your Daniel Defense H9. I make walnut grips or any other kind of wood. Just send me a DM and I'll get you hooked up. Alright, I misspoke earlier. This is the ammo that I was, the 168 grain seems to like the best, so I'm going to zero it up with this ammo and see what kind of groups I can get with it. Looks like it's a little to the right. I can fix that pretty easily, but yeah, this gun shoots very nice. It's a little gassy. Suppressed 308 I think is always pretty gassy, but this is definitely, you get a little poof of gas. It's not a flow-through can. It's not supposed to be. I could potentially play with the gas block a little bit, but I don't think it's going to ever be not gassy. But it sounds great. The recoil impulse is very nice. The scope is fine. Yeah, overall very pleasant to shoot. The stock, it's got a little bit of play. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's it's got a little bit of play in it. It's nothing, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst stock, but I wish the lockup was a little bit tighter. That's a little bit annoying, but you know, you just kind of jam yourself up into the stock and eliminate the play, and it's not so bad. But yeah, not bad. All right, there's a lot of things that you guys can do, that one can do to an M14 to try to make it more accurate. The big things are going to be up here with the gas block. So shimming the gas block is a big help. You can tell that Fulton actually built this rifle with a shimmed gas block already, so I didn't need to do that. The National Match Guide Rod, I believe, came with this gun as well. So Fulton's putting together pretty nice EBR ready package. There also used to be a roll pin in the block here, in the op-rod guide block, the whole the whole system bolts into, and they deleted that. So EBR or Sage deleted the roll pin that was in there, so you don't have to take that out anymore. Like I said, this is pretty much a brand new stock. The other big thing is going to be the scope mount. Sadlac makes an EBR specific scope mount that works with this chassis. It's basically cut off right here so that it fits. I'm having trouble finding those in stock. I think you can maybe get a steel one, but I don't want a steel one because they're excessively heavy, and this is already the excessively beefy rifle. So I kind of messaged one of my M14 EBR expert friends on Instagram, and he recommended this LaRue quick disconnect scope mount. And as you can see, it doesn't even touch the rear here, which I was a little bit skeptical about, but it seems like that's a pretty good scope option for these guns. And like I said before, I had a piece of pick rail that's questionable. A bunch of people were like, hey, don't use that pick rail. This does put the scope a little bit higher, but luckily it has an adjustable cheek rest, so that's not really a big deal. And of course you can't use your iron sights, but I can't use my iron sights anyway because my suppressor cover is too big. And I can just rip this scope off, or I can just, take this off if I'm about to die and my scope doesn't work or something. So those are the changes that I've made. Oh, also one of my action screws was loose. I forgot to Vibratite all of these screws. There's 5 screws holding the top cover in place, and then there's 3 screws holding the block in place. So I forgot to Vibratite those screws. So I did that. I retorqued them to spec, maybe even a little bit over spec. I haven't used this screw at all. I've been advised not to use that screw. And yeah, so getting some decent accuracy. We'll take a look at the group I just shot. I think it's a little to the right, but yeah, that's the EBR. Now, this scope, of course, in order to shoot at any kind of range, you're going to have to dial, and it's an MOA, and I'm not really familiar with MOA, so might be a little bit of time before I actually take this out to a long range setting, and see if I can actually hit stuff at extended ranges. But I will definitely show you guys when I do that. All right, so that's the group I just shot. I'd call that about 2 inches. I might have pulled that one on the left there, but definitely, like I said, the potential for accuracy is getting better and better. I'm much happier to see these kinds of groups than these massive like 4 or 5 inch groups. So stay tuned, guys. I will take it out to the long range here at VOD and maybe even at Coleman's one day, Coleman's Creek, and I'll film that, and you guys can laugh at me for spending a lot of money on a gun that shoots like this. All right, I know it's only 4 rounds, but that's the last group I shot with the 168 S&B. It's pretty good. It's just over an inch. And yeah, like I said, I'm getting it dialed in, and it's a slow process, but it is very satisfying. Hello there. As you all know, the Patriots have raised the prices on everything to stimulate the war economy. This means that the cost of production has really gone up. If you feel like supporting the channel, please like and subscribe, tell your friends, share the video, and if you want to be really good, click the link below for the Patreon. Hello and welcome back to the Greg's Grunts channel. Testing.